Alright, so we are here today at the Tye-Dyed nursery at the incubator where all the magic happens. And today we're going to check out some of the biggest bearded dragon eggs we've ever had laid at the store. These were actually laid by our female breeder bearded dragon, Miss Ella. And when she laid these eggs, like, we couldn't believe how large they were. They weren't that much smaller than what they are now. And to give you an idea of just how big they are, we're going to compare them to F5's eggs. Like, look how big these are, and look how big these are. Well, I should say how small these are. These are about 1.5 times the size of these eggs. Even some of the bigger ones, like, you can see just how much bigger they are. Now, eggs do grow as they incubate, but these guys really didn't grow a whole bunch from how big they were when she first laid them. And they're about a month older than these, but still, these are gigantic. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna see like what's inside them. We're gonna candle them and see if they've got really big babies in them, or if they've got normal sized babies with just a lot of room to spare. So let's go check that out. Alright, we have our eggs, our Whopper eggs right here. We have the light turned down because it's easier to see them when it's darker. Then we got our handy dandy cell phone for the flashlight. Alright, let's see what there is to see. Whoa. Definitely full. Well, it's actually not as full as I thought it'd be. Let's see the veining on there really good. I think the baby's on the other side. Yeah, let's see. Oh, there he is. You can see him, he's in the bottom there. Yeah, so these are just really big eggs and normal sized babies. Yeah, he's over here. You can see that shadow. So they aren't going to be Whopper babies, but man, are they Whopper eggs. God. Ooh, I can feel it pulsing. They're moving around in there. We've got a lot of space to move in. Oh man, look at him, he's right up front here. That's cool though. I thought maybe they'd be huge babies, but no, they're just normal sized babies with a big egg. And he's moving around in there. For sure. But yeah, usually with eggs this developed, usually the baby fills the entire egg itself. Like, you can't see any spaces, but with this one you can see some space on the end there and on the top, just because the eggs are so big. Man, that one's on the other side too. Yep, whoa, there he is. It's funny how, like, one side is completely clear and then on the side it's like, whoa. I wonder if that's his face right there. So yeah, you can see how much space these guys have got just because of the sheer size. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, these guys, they were laid on, let's see, these were laid on Valentine's Day. That's cool. And these guys hatch in about a month and 2 weeks sometimes. So, or a month and 3 weeks. So they might hatch around April 1st or April 7th. So that'll be cool. Oh, this one you can see its tail. There we go. Look at that tail. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving. But these guys have lots of room to spread out in their eggs. But they'll probably grow a little bit more in these last couple of weeks as they get ready to hatch. So the tail's on that end, and it looks like his front half of his body is on this end. Alright, so that was a pretty cool look inside these guys. Where we figured out that no, they're not going to be super large babies. They're actually going to be normal sized babies. They just have lots of room to spread out in the egg. So we'll go ahead and put these back real quick. Alright, let's walk these guys back. And this is just half of the clutch. I'm not going to look at each egg because that would take a long time. Alright, we're going to put these guys back up here. And they will incubate for about a week to 2 weeks. And hopefully we'll have some babies by then. And yeah, it just goes to show that you may have a small bearded dragon, but what might come out of them is pretty big. Yeah, she definitely surprised us. We weren't expecting her to lay such big eggs. Granted, she only laid 19, whereas this one laid 35, so almost double the amount, but they were much smaller. So that makes sense, you know. I couldn't imagine her laying 35 of these Whoppers. She wouldn't have enough room in her belly. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get these guys warmed up again, get that door closed, and we'll see you next time.